Deep within Central America, nestled between thick tropical jungles and the turquoise waters of the Caribbean Sea, lies one of the most intriguing and overlooked corners of the Western Hemisphere, Belize. A small yet mesmerizing country that holds the title of the most affordable Caribbean destination. Yet what truly sets it apart goes far beyond its low cost of living. Belize is a place of extraordinary contrasts, where the world's second-largest coral reef coexists with harsh urban realities, such as overcrowded neighborhoods where people share not just rooms but even beds. It's a place where wild nature meets ancient civilizations and social phenomena blur the lines between tourism and human connection. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Secret Journeys channel to explore the world and various exotic places for free. Few travelers expect what they find here. Beyond the dreamy landscapes and biodiversity, Belize is also the setting for a controversial yet increasingly documented phenomenon: boyfriend tourism. Women, mostly from Europe and North America, come not just for the beaches or diving spots, but often for intimate connections with local men. But before we explore that intriguing reality, let's go back to the beginning, to understand the layers of history and culture that shaped this unique land. Belize's name, as mysterious as its jungles, carries echoes of colonial times. One version tells of early European settlers naming the region Belize, after the river that runs through it, originally called Belix by the British. Others suggest it stems from ancient Mayan roots, which wouldn't be surprising given the country's deep ties to this ancient civilization. For centuries, this territory was known as British Honduras, until it claimed full independence in 1973, becoming the only country in Central America with English as its official language, a relic of its colonial past that today defines its cultural landscape. Despite its small size, Belize is one of the youngest and least populated nations in all of Central America. And with over 60% of its land blanketed by uncharted rainforest, it serves as a natural sanctuary teeming with some of the most biodiverse ecosystems on Earth. Beneath the canopy of its untouched jungle lies a living treasure trove of natural wonders and mythical creatures that fuel the imagination of scientists, adventurers, and dreamers alike. One such marvel is the resplendent quetzal, a bird so breathtaking it seems carved from emeralds and rubies. With its shimmering green feathers and long scarlet tail, the quetzal is more than a symbol of beauty. To the ancient Maya, it represented freedom, fertility, and the divine. Spotting one in the misty forests of Belize is a rare and spiritual experience, one that reminds you this is no ordinary country. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Secret Journeys channel to explore the world and various exotic places for free. But even the quetzal pales in comparison to one of Belize's most elusive and powerful inhabitants, the black jaguar. Mysterious and rarely seen, this majestic variant of the jaguar prowls through the shadows of the rainforest with unmatched stealth and power. Its dark fur and golden eyes have made it the stuff of legend. Protecting this enigmatic predator is the mission of the world's only jaguar preserve, the Belize Jaguar Conservation Center. This sanctuary not only shields the species from extinction, but also safeguards the delicate balance of the ecosystem it rules. In Belize, mystery and marvel walk hand in hand. From ancient Mayan ruins still whispering forgotten secrets to underground caves holding the fossilized remains of ancient rituals. This land, once a haven for pirates, became a refuge of survival and cultural rebirth when enslaved Africans escaped colonial oppression and forged one of the most unique Afro-Caribbean cultures in the region. And that's only the beginning. If you're enjoying this deep dive into one of the world's most captivating countries, let us know in the comments. What surprised you the most about Belize so far? And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Secret Journey so you never miss another story that reveals the hidden truths and forgotten wonders of our planet. Not only is Belize a sanctuary of raw, untouched nature, it's also a land steeped in centuries-old secrets, where ancient Mayan ruins like Caracol and Altan Ha still echo the glory of civilizations long gone. These sites, lost deep within the emerald jungle, are more than archaeological treasures. They are portals to a time when gods walked among mortals, and the stars dictated the fate of empires. Their legends are still whispered among locals, not as relics of the past, but as living memories carried through generations. But before we dive into the mysticism of the Maya, it's crucial to understand a more recent chapter in Belize's past, one that has deeply influenced the identity, resilience, and vibrant culture of its people. During the 17th and 18th centuries, the waters off Belize became a volatile arena for two formidable forces, privateers and pirates. Though their intentions varied, one sanctioned by crowns, the other driven by chaos, they were both drawn to the same prize, Belize's strategic coastal position and its untapped wealth. Privateers, acting under letters of marque issued by European monarchies, had legal permission to raid enemy ships, essentially pirates with paperwork. Meanwhile, true pirates operated beyond any authority, looting indiscriminately and ruling the seas with sheer audacity. In these treacherous waters, the two forces often collided and occasionally cooperated, turning Belize's coast into a battleground of greed, betrayal, and fleeting alliances. The coastal city of what is now Belize City became a focal point for these naval dramas. Historical accounts speak of legendary figures like Henry Morgan, a notorious privateer who used Belize as a strategic base to launch attacks on Spanish settlements across the Caribbean. These violent, lawless years left an imprint on the region's spirit, fueling a culture of independence, defiance, and bold adventure that still runs in the blood of Belizeans today. But Belize's history took an even darker turn in the 19th century. Along its sun-drenched shores, countless African men, women, and children were brought in chains, forced into labor on colonial plantations. Yet even within this chapter of immense suffering, a flame of resistance was born. Among those enslaved were the Garifuna, descendants of Africans who survived shipwrecks and intermarried with indigenous islanders before being exiled by colonial powers. In 1832, a determined group of Garifuna braved the Caribbean Sea, enduring storms and starvation, until they reached the coast of Belize. In towns like Dangriga and Punta Gorda, they rebuilt their lives, nurturing their language, music, and spirituality into what is now one of the most resilient and culturally rich identities in Central America. Their story is not one of defeat, but of defiance and triumph. Today, Belize celebrates Garifuna Settlement Day every November 19th, a national holiday marked by hypnotic drumming, sensual dancing, and colorful parades that honor a legacy carved from struggle and soul. And if the pulse of Belize is found in its people, the image that most captures the awe it inspires is undoubtedly the Great Blue Hole, a geological masterpiece that appears almost otherworldly. Visible even from space, this immense circular abyss in the middle of the Caribbean Sea is both haunting and hypnotic. Located roughly 50 miles off the coast, the Great Blue Hole stretches over 300 meters across and plummets to a depth of 136 meters. It's not just a hole, it's a submerged cathedral formed over 2 million years ago when a massive limestone cave system collapsed beneath the weight of rising seas. Divers from around the world travel here to descend into the inky darkness, navigating its sheer vertical walls and uncovering eerie stalactites that once hung in dry chambers millennia ago. Scientists have even discovered layers in the hole's depths that reveal ancient climate data, offering clues to Earth's atmospheric history. But beauty comes with danger. This abyss is not for the faint of heart, and its disorienting depths have claimed the lives of those who underestimated its power. Belize, with all its layers of myth, migration, and mystery, invites us to look deeper, not just into its landscapes but into the soul of a nation that refuses to be forgotten. What surprised you most about Belize's past? Would you dare to dive into the Great Blue Hole or dance to the rhythms of the Garifuna drums? Let us know in the comments, and if you've been captivated by the hidden side of Belize, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Secret Journey so you never miss another story that reveals the untold wonders of our world. The Great Blue Hole isn't just a stunning natural wonder, it's a hypnotic enigma that lures adventurers from across the globe. Its nearly perfect circular shape, filled with sapphire-colored water, draws in travelers, divers, and dreamers alike. It's not only its sheer size, over 300 meters wide and more than 130 meters deep, that amazes, but the powerful mix of beauty and peril that lies beneath the surface. For divers, this isn't just a destination, it's a rite of passage. Crystal-clear waters teeming with marine life conceal a hidden world of underwater caverns and ancient rock formations, each dive a journey into the unknown. But behind the allure lies a haunting truth. The Blue Hole is one of the most dangerous dive sites on Earth. The vertical descent into pitch-black depths, paired with strong and unpredictable currents, makes it a daunting challenge even for seasoned divers. The cavern walls fall away suddenly, creating sheer drops and hidden underwater caves that can disorient even the most experienced. Poor visibility, limited oxygen, and the threat of dangerous marine life amplify the risk. Tragically, several lives have been lost here, not because the divers lacked skill, but because they underestimated the mysterious force of the deep. And yet, it's that very risk that makes it so addictive. Some say there are still secrets buried at the bottom of the Blue Hole. Would you dare to descend into its depths? To reach this geological marvel, most visitors must fly from Belize City to Ambergris Cay, a laid-back island that serves as the launch point for boat expeditions to the hole. For those who prefer to admire from above, small plane tours offer jaw-dropping aerial views. The circle of dark blue piercing the turquoise sea is something you'll never forget. But Belize's allure doesn't stop with its natural wonders. There's a different kind of magnetism here, one that sparks headlines, debates, and fascination. Known as boyfriend tourism, this controversial social trend has quietly reshaped parts of Belize's travel culture. In recent years, growing numbers of foreign women, particularly from Europe and North America, have begun traveling to Belize not only for its beauty, but also in search of connection. These relationships, often forged with local men, blend romance, companionship, and, in some cases, economic exchange. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Secret Journeys channel to explore the world and various exotic places for free. This phenomenon isn't about short-term flings. It often involves emotional bonds, sometimes with locals who view these connections as a potential escape from poverty. In a country where wages are low and opportunities limited, the promise of stability or even love with a foreign visitor becomes a powerful incentive. And this isn't limited to women. Some foreign men also engage in these arrangements, seeking affection and attention in an exotic setting where social dynamics are entirely different. The trend echoes across other Caribbean nations like the Dominican Republic and Jamaica, but Belize, with its peaceful beaches, relaxed vibe, and affordability, has become a hotspot for these unconventional relationships. Why is Belize at the center of this trend? One reason is cost. Belize is often described as the most affordable destination in the Caribbean, where travelers can enjoy postcard-perfect beaches and lush jungles without the sky-high prices of resorts in other regions. A comfortable stay here doesn't require a luxury budget, and locals are warm, open, and curious, creating the perfect storm for deeper connections to form. Small coastal towns and beach villages have quietly become stages for this complex social dance, where emotions, expectations, and culture intersect. So let's open the floor to you. What do you think about boyfriend tourism? Would you ever consider being part of it if offered genuine connection and care? Does it blur the lines between love and transaction? Or is it just another form of human connection shaped by circumstance? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your perspective. And if this journey into Belize's beauty, mystery, and controversy fascinated you, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Secret Journey. Your support helps us uncover more hidden corners of the world and share the stories that no one else dares to tell. Stay curious. There's so much more to explore. In the eyes of many travelers, Belize holds a unique title, the most affordable destination in the Caribbean. But its appeal runs deeper than budget-friendly prices. This small but vibrant country offers more than pristine beaches and lush jungles. It opens a doorway to a culture of warmth, emotional openness, and human connection that leaves a lasting mark on those who visit. In a place where life flows more slowly and smiles are genuine, it's not unusual for tourists to feel drawn to the friendly nature of the locals. And sometimes, that connection becomes more than just a fleeting moment. It becomes a shared story. While some travelers come seeking relaxation or adventure, others find themselves unexpectedly immersed in complex social dynamics. In communities where financial opportunities can be limited, building a bond with a visitor isn't always just about romance. It can become a lifeline, a way to reach for a better life. This interplay between intimacy and aspiration has quietly shaped many interactions, especially in coastal regions where tourism fuels the local economy. Still, not every visitor is chasing passion or companionship. Many are pulled to Belize by something far more profound, an authentic cultural experience. They veer off the beaten path, leaving behind the polished resorts and commercial excursions in favor of deeper encounters with communities like the Garinagu. Descendants of African slaves who shipwrecked in the Caribbean centuries ago, the Garifuna people are living testaments to survival, pride, and resilience. The Garifuna culture, recognized by UNESCO as a masterpiece of the oral and intangible heritage of humanity, beats with the pulse of sacred rhythms, hypnotic dances, and vibrant oral traditions. Their story is one of resistance. After centuries of exile and struggle, these communities carved out a new life in places like Dangriga and Punta Gorda. On November 19th, the entire country celebrates Garifuna Settlement Day, a national holiday marked by powerful drumming, traditional songs, and the electrifying Punta Dance, a seductive, high-energy performance that captures the essence of joy and strength through motion. The Punta, with its rhythmic hips and driving drums, is more than entertainment. It's a ritual. It's memory in motion. And for many visitors, it becomes a doorway into a culture that still values its roots, community, and history. Immersing oneself in Garifuna traditions is not just a cultural experience, it's a soulful journey. Many tourists leave deeply moved, and in some cases, bonded in ways they never anticipated. In certain coastal communities, such as Hopkins, Placencia, Dangriga, and the ever-popular Caye Caulker, some women, including many of Garifuna descent, have embraced relationships with foreign visitors not only as emotional connections, but as opportunities to secure a more promising future. Though it doesn't occur on a massive scale, the idea of love tied to the hope of a better life mirrors the realities of what's known as boyfriend tourism. These interactions are often wrapped in mutual curiosity, affection, and ambition, blurring the line between cultural exchange and deeper intentions. But Belize is also a land of striking contrasts. Behind the color and music lies another face of reality, one that most travel brochures won't show. In Belize City, there's a place that many locals speak of in hushed tones: Southside. This district, riddled with poverty, systemic neglect, and high levels of crime, is known as one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in the country. Yet, even this troubled area has roots that reach back to the ancient Mayan Empire. Before we step into this neighborhood's dark present, it's worth remembering that Belize is one of the most archaeologically dense regions in Central America. Beneath its soil lie the remnants of a civilization that once thrived across much of the continent. Among the many ruins, one name towers above the rest: Caracol. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Secret Journeys channel to explore the world and various exotic places for free. Hidden deep in the Chiquibul Forest Reserve, Caracol was once a sprawling metropolis. At its peak, it was home to over 100,000 people, surpassing even the population of modern-day Belize City. Towering pyramids, sacred plazas, and stone carvings still whisper tales of a time when the Maya ruled these lands with unmatched astronomical, architectural, and spiritual knowledge. At the heart of the city lies Cana, the Sky Palace, which remains the tallest man-made structure in Belize to this day. So ask yourself, how can one small country contain so many extremes? Ancient cities lost in the jungle, vibrant cultures fighting to survive, and modern struggles that challenge the promise of paradise. Would you walk the streets of Southside to understand its truth? Would you dance the punta until dawn with strangers who might become something more? What is it that truly draws us to places like Belize? Beauty, adventure, or the reflection of our own humanity? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let us know what surprised you most about Belize. Have you ever felt drawn to a place so deeply that it changed you? And if you're ready to explore more of the world's hidden corners, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to Secret Journey, and turn on notifications. Because the real stories, the ones that matter, are always found where no one else is looking. Of all the wonders tucked away in Belize's wild landscapes, Few can rival the majestic ceremonial pyramid of Caracol, known as the Sky Palace. Rising an astonishing 43 meters into the air, it's not just the tallest man-made structure in the country. It's a towering symbol of a civilization that once commanded these lands. Standing at its summit, you're greeted by an ocean of emerald green as the rainforest stretches endlessly beyond the horizon. It feels as though you're peering directly into the soul of the ancient Maya world. But Caracol isn't the only testament to this awe-inspiring past. Deep in the west lies Zunantunik, which translates to Stone Maiden. At its heart stands El Castillo, a 40-meter-high pyramid crowned with intricately carved friezes, each one telling stories of deities, rituals, and noble lineages. The carvings almost seem to watch you as you climb their steps, reminding visitors they are walking on sacred ground. Yet, while these temples tower above the canopy, Belize's deepest secrets may lie far beneath it. One of the most haunting and mystical places in the country is the Acton Tunakil Muknal Cave, often dubbed one of the most sacred and mysterious caves in the world. Within its pitch-dark chambers, archaeologists have uncovered skeletal remains, ceremonial pottery, and shattered altars, echoes of human sacrifice that once appeased Maya gods. The most chilling of all is the Crystal Maiden, the calcified skeleton of a young woman whose bones shimmer with mineral deposits, giving her an eerie, ghost-like glow. These vestiges of ancient rituals are unsettling, yet strangely parallel the hardships faced today in parts of modern Belize, particularly in neighborhoods like Southside, Belize City. Here, the shadows of the past meet present-day struggle. In this district, crime rates remain among the highest in the Caribbean. Entire families are often packed into single-room homes, forced to share beds, bathrooms, and kitchens in conditions that many would find unimaginable. Some live in abandoned buildings, clinging to the margins of society in what can only be described as modern ruins, echoes of ancient cave life, but with a far more painful context. Yet, despite this grim reality, Belize remains one of the safest destinations in Central America. While Southside faces systemic challenges, the vast majority of the country is peaceful and welcoming. Tourist havens like San Pedro, Caye Caulker, and Placencia are not only tranquil but boast active community policing and a genuine hospitality that makes visitors feel at home. And how could they not? With more than 400 islands sprinkled across its turquoise coast, Belize is a paradise for anyone seeking natural beauty, adventure, and serenity. These islands or cays each offer something special. Whether it's the untouched charm of Tobacco Cay, the laid-back vibes of Caye Caulker, or the luxurious hideaways of Laughing Bird Cay. Below the surface lies the second-largest barrier reef on Earth, second only to Australia's Great Barrier Reef. This underwater world is teeming with life. Over 500 species of fish and 70 types of hard coral, forming a living mosaic of color and movement. Sadly, this reef is under threat, from climate change, irresponsible tourism, and pollution. But Belize has taken proactive steps to protect this natural treasure. The government has banned offshore oil drilling and destructive fishing practices, reinforcing its commitment to preserving one of the planet's most vibrant marine ecosystems. So let's turn the spotlight to you. If you could choose just one unforgettable moment in Belize, what would it be? Would you dive into the depths of the Blue Hole and swim with sharks? Wander through silent temples swallowed by the jungle? Or perhaps dance barefoot under the stars with a Garifuna local to the beat of ancient drums? Tell us in the comments, what part of Belize captured your imagination the most? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Secret Journeys channel to explore the world and various exotic places for free. And speaking of unforgettable experiences, let's talk logistics. Getting to Belize is easier than many think. From cities like Miami, Los Angeles, or Houston, direct flights land you in Belize City's international airport in just a few hours. If you're coming from Europe, connections through Madrid, London, or Panama City can get you there with just one layover. Once you've arrived, traveling within Belize is affordable and surprisingly convenient. Local buses, water taxis, and charter boats connect towns and islands, while car rentals and guided tours give you the freedom to explore at your own pace. Best of all, it won't break the bank. Belize is often described as the most budget-friendly destination in the Caribbean. That's not an exaggeration. With its currency, the Belize dollar, pegged at a favorable rate to the US dollar, travelers enjoy excellent value for their money. Unlike other Caribbean countries dominated by luxury chains and inflated resort prices, Belize offers a more modest and authentic experience. Small guest houses, family-run lodges, and eco-resorts provide affordable accommodation options that keep your adventure personal and accessible. Dining out? You'll find that meals at local restaurants are not only delicious but shockingly cheap. Whether it's fresh seafood, rice and beans with stewed chicken, or fried jacks for breakfast, your taste buds and your wallet will both be satisfied. A cup of coffee? Around $1.50. A dinner for two at a nice local spot? Often under $20. And lodging in a well-located mid-range hotel typically costs between $30 and $60 per night. Even iconic adventures, like scuba diving in the Great Blue Hole or exploring Maya temples, are priced affordably compared to other tropical destinations. It's this combination of natural wonder, cultural depth, and financial accessibility that makes Belize a rare gem. Yes, some areas require caution, just like any country, but the overwhelming majority of Belize is safe, peaceful, and welcoming. From jungle hikes to coral reef dives, from Garifuna rhythms to Mayan whispers echoing from ancient stones, every inch of Belize offers something to awaken the soul. Here at Secret Journey, we hope this glimpse into Belize has stirred your curiosity and inspired your next great escape. If it did, show your support by hitting that like button, leaving a comment with your favorite part, and subscribing to our channel. Your interaction helps us keep exploring the world's most mysterious and breathtaking places, one journey at a time. Ready for more? Click on the next video and keep traveling deeper with us.